Hey, welcome to my live. I'm going to talk about finding your ideal clients, how to navigate that path to find your tribe. So, welcome. There's a couple things I'm going to cover today in this live. And all of this is how you actually can attract your ideal clients. And first of all, I want to say there's a couple things I'm going to talk about, but I want you to think that kind of take a look back at all of your content, everything you're creating, and realize it sounds obvious, but everything you create, I want you to look at it from their vantage point, from their shoes. Because ultimately, everything that we're creating, they're the hero of our story. It's actually not about us at all. And that takes some practice to kind of put yourself in their shoes and really look at your content and everything you're putting out there from their perspective. So that means they're at a different place than you are. And we have to understand, what do they really want? What are they actually desiring? And can you empathize with where they are in this moment today? And how can you help them get where they actually want to go? So when we do that, we're actually taking the focus off of us and we're putting it on what they're needing and wanting and how we can help them get there. That's the root of powerful marketing right there. How does this and what does this have to do with how do we find our ideal clients though? So when we're talking about things that our audience loves to hear about, it's what they care about, it's what they're wanting, they're more likely to be here, show up, be interested, and they're more likely to want to stick around. Because, okay, we've got their attention. We're talking about something they want. Like you're here, you're listening, you're probably saying, okay, I do want more ideal clients. How do I do that? Well, the most important thing I can tell you, and it's very foundational, is really get to know the kind of client you want to work with. Really understand who they are. And I'm going to encourage all of you, instead of thinking, well, I serve a lot of people, all kinds of people, all over the place, all over the world, I can serve anyone. I really want you to focus and narrow it down and become a specialist in a certain type of person that has a certain type of need. Those are the brands that can stand out and grow. You can grow your influence over time, but you don't start serving everyone. In fact, I'd say in this day and age, it's impossible. You will be like attracting people that are generalists. You know, they're the mom and pop that want all the things and don't have the big budgets, and you're not going to be able to grow to be a specialist and be known. And that's what I really want you to think about. So finding your tribe. I'm wearing pink today. Hello, Barbie. How many of y'all have seen Barbie? And I'm going to talk about something that I've seen with this movie. It's not just the marketing arm. And I know Mattel has spent $100 million marketing, and they've done a brilliant job. I'm going to talk about how they're actually attracting their ideal clients with the movie itself. And everything I'm talking about right now, I want to invite you all to something that I'm going to break down all of my steps on how you attract ideal clients, how you can become a brand with zero competition. I'm going to show you all of this. I only do this a very few times a year, and I'm going to show you all this in my Lighthouse Effect event. It's a 3-part event, short and powerful, 90 minutes. It's August 15th to the 17th, and you're invited. If you want to come, just drop the word Lighthouse in the comments. If you're live with me on Instagram, just DM me Lighthouse and you'll get the registration link. If you're on Facebook, just drop Lighthouse in the comments and we will get you that registration link. It's going to be amazing. We go all out. There's worksheets, there's feedback, there's live Q&A. It's really interactive and tons of fun. And I hope you'll join me. But let me just give you a little tip of the iceberg of how to navigate this path of finding our ideal client. So I'm going to talk about Barbie. Everyone's talking about Barbie right now. And, Greta Gerwig is the writer of the actual script. She actually wrote it with her husband, which she often does. And I read that when she wrote the script, it was like she knew she had to be the one to direct it. Like there's a definite message in Barbie for those of you guys that have seen it. I hope I don't have too many spoilers here. I might have a tiny spoiler or two, but I don't think it'll be too much if you haven't seen the movie. I do recommend it. And it's not a movie I probably would have ever seen had it not been delivered in the way that Greta Gerwig did, which was pretty brilliant. So I want to start with, how did Greta Gerwig, this director, I'm going to kind of, yes, Mattel is involved as well, but this is her vision. They really let her get away. She kind of got away with having this amazing vision. How did she reach her ideal clients and get people like me to put on my pink jacket and go see the movie when I wouldn't have done that? I wouldn't have gone to see a Barbie movie. Me and everyone else, like a lot of people wouldn't. There's a lot of hype. What's the hype about? But it's more than that. So I want to say that she really understands her audience. And she told a story about her vision, and she empathized with where everyone is at today. So this is all about, she actually, with that movie, was finding her tribe. She actually completely is the catalyst for rebranding Barbie, in my opinion. I know Mattel's been trying to do this for a couple of years, but to me, it got zero traction until now. And it's kind of amazing. I really think this is one of those that will be a case study of a complete rebrand. But let's talk about, she's reaching her ideal clients, and it's even expanding. And how is that happening, and why is that? So I want to say that there's key things in the movie that she's utilizing. And one is, she's really understanding and relating to her audience. And she's talking with her audience with things that they get, they understand, and they want. Like now, she's highly relatable. The empathizing, I can't, it's really kind of amazing how, I'll make a couple examples. These might be spoilers, but there's a scene where Barbie comes into the real world and walks into the Mattel boardroom, and Will Ferrell is the CEO, and it's all men. And she's like looking at there like, okay, wait, this is Barbie. And like, who are y'all? Who are you? Who are you guys? Who are you men? And she's sitting around. How many of you, I know as a woman with a corporate background, have walked into board meetings and it's all men and I'm the only woman? Like, this is something we know how that feels. So there was a lot of little glimpses, brilliantly done, where the women in the room were like, I've been that woman. She gets me. That feeling of she gets me is navigating a path to her ideal audience. And she does it brilliantly over and over throughout the film. There's so many moments where you're like, I've witnessed that. That was me. I get that. She hears me. She gets me. That connection is why people are raving about the film, because they feel heard in this film. There's a message. It's more than just, oh, it reminds me of playing with my Barbie dolls. It's so much deeper than that. So I want you to think about the other thing. Let me just say this, that this movie is doing relating to her target audience. There is a sense that she's bringing with relating, empathizing with her audience of belonging. Hence, everyone wearing pink. And I did just happen to have this pink jacket right now. It feels like I'm making a statement when I go to the grocery store. But I also feel like there's this camaraderie of belonging and belief that's kind of a lot bigger than Barbie and a lot bigger than us. So that's where a brand gets really powerful. Like, she's leaning into a vision with a purpose. Now, when you do that, it really rallies an audience. It really rallies people all together. And, before this movie came out, I will say, if you polled people, I would say that when people talk about Barbie, they would probably say, I felt like, it's a doll that sets up very unrealistic expectation for girls. It has a negative connotation. I would have been in that camp. After seeing this movie, I saw the vision that Barbie really wants to have, and I bought into it. Did a brilliant job of empathizing with me all throughout the movie, where I can see how Barbie is helping little girls realize that they can do anything they desire. So that movie bridged a massive brand gap. They went from unrealistic Barbie doll bad to Barbie doll good, Barbie doll amazing. We're all a part of this cool collective that wants the world to be a better place for little girls and women. So all of that really is a masterclass in how to find your tribe. And I really feel like Greta did a beautiful job of how to find your tribe by really listening, really reflecting back how we really feel, and offering something we all want, which is to belong and be a part of a community that really is lifting up and supporting women, saying, yeah, we feel seen, we feel heard, let's all bridge together. That's what I got out of the movie. And that's why I feel like we can learn a lot by when people say, I want to find my ideal client, Deb. How do I do that? How do I find my tribe? I'm going to come right back to where I started. Look at everything from the people you really want to serve, their viewpoint. There is something that your brand offers the world and does in a way that no other brand, I'm going to call what you do, your company, a brand like you. What do they really want? And I'm going to put the emphasis on what do they want? Because we tend to think, well, I know what they need. I know what they need. I know what they need. And when we can come at things from what do they need today and how are they going to best understand it? Where are they at? What can I do to kind of light the torch for the vision of my work and where I want to go with it? Right? That is how you start to navigate this pathway of attracting people that really do want what you have. And it takes consistency. I mean, Barbie's all over the place. There's a lot we can learn from Barbie, but you can do this with a small following. You can do this just by bringing the passion and energy to what you really want to create, really want to do in this world forward in a real way. And I'll say, even though there's slapstick, there's humor, there was a lot of real in that movie thrown in. Like, yeah, I mean, and if you haven't seen it, go see it. I think it's a ton of fun, but there's a lot of messages in that movie. I mean, I even think if I saw it a second time, I'd pick up on some other things. She threw in a lot of stuff there, really smart stuff. So I'm curious if you guys have any questions. I love questions on this because I get this question a lot. I feel like it's one of the most, what my audience is wanting is I really want to be attracting the right people. I really want to be attracting people with my content. I want people to engage. I want people to reach out to me. There's so many steps to this, and it can be simple. And I have 5 key steps that I use and I have used for years. And I invite you to join me for the Lighthouse Effect. I'm going to walk you through all 5 steps and give you feedback. And that happens again we start August 15th. They're only 90 minutes. It's a 3-part series and it's live. We do it on Zoom all together. It's a ton of fun. And if you want the free registration link, I'm not charging for this. And every time I run this, my team is like, we need to be charging. I'm like, I still want to provide this. So right now we still are. So if you want that, just drop in the comments. If you're on Facebook, Lighthouse, just message me Lighthouse on Instagram and you'll get it right away. You'll get the registration link and it's going to be a ton of fun. So every Wednesday I do go live at 11 Central. I'm going to tell you something though. Those of you on Instagram, I'm going to be doing more and more in my Facebook group. So if you're not already a part of my community over there, come join us. There's all kinds of things that we're going to be doing over there that I just can't do over here. A lot of brand audits, a lot of trainings coming up that I won't be able to do. Margaret is saying, I never imagined that I would want to see the Barbie movie. Me either. I'm not going to lie. When I first heard that they were making this, I literally was kind of like, really? Oh, why would Ryan Gosling do this? I mean, seriously. Y'all, he's hilarious. I literally think he's going to get nominated for an Academy Award. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. I have not laughed out loud in so long. He is so all in. He's so all in this role. It's like, oh my God, it's too much. But there's a lot of subtext to the movie. It's a smart movie wrapped up in a bright pink Barbie package. So I do recommend it. And Lighthouse. Okay, Margaret. So what's going to happen when I end this live? This is the thing about Instagram I don't like, because Margaret's on Instagram, is your comment is going to go away and I won't be able to find you. If you could message me, DM me the word Lighthouse, you will get the link dropped right to you in Messenger. So just DM me Lighthouse if you're on Instagram. All right. If you're in Facebook, you can just drop Lighthouse and we'll get you the link. So we're going to have a ton of fun. And I always shake things up every time. And I'm excited to share how the Lighthouse Effect has literally helped so many women. You'll get to meet some of them, a few of which are new to working with me. And we'll be celebrating because we have several women that have popped right over the 6-figure mark in a very short time because they are a Lighthouse brand now. And they do understand their ideal clients, and their ideal clients are coming and buying. And it's so fun and exciting because now they're making an impact. Now they're growing and they're spreading their vision bigger and bigger, which is what I want for everybody watching me and everybody joining me today. So thank you so much for being here. I love your comments. Please feel free to leave comments because I will come back and respond and answer questions. I will see you next Wednesday as well. And I can't wait to see you at the Lighthouse Effect. We'll all be on Zoom together. It's going to be, I bring so much value. I'm literally walking you through what I show every single person I work with. These 5 steps are so massively important, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. Have a beautiful day, and I will see everyone soon. Thanks, everybody.